Welcome back to another episode of PA Whiskey Guys. I'm Chris.
I'm Jesse.
And back again.
Johnny here. 2 episodes.
2 in a row, man. 2 in a row. So happy to hear that. What's going on?
Good to be back with you guys.
Yeah.
Like Chris said, 2 in a row and hopefully more to come.
Jess, what's going on?
Nothing. Nothing really.
Miserable at camp. A little wet.
Yeah, it's rained for like the last 30 some days straight, I think, here in PA.
Like we're living in Seattle.
Seems that way. We get our shining moments of some sunshine, but that's about it.
Oh, man. It's been miserable. I can tell you that.
I'm sitting here in a sweatshirt, although I am a little warm, but I'm in a sweatshirt today.
Today's one of the warmer days we've had, I think.
Yeah. Should be doing this in June. Yeah, it's nice. It's humid today.
A little bit of tropical humidity in the air to warm it up.
Yep.
Nice weather's coming, though, from what it looks like in the forecast. So
is it good?
Yeah, 80s, 90s. We have a couple of 90s.
Got a heat wave coming
next week. So
watch out. We're going to have that heat wave through November now. We're going to be frying turkeys in short sleeves and shorts.
Yeah.
If this keeps up. All right. So we're on episode 22. This is a new one. I don't think I've ever seen this one at all.
No, I've seen it today. The day we're recording this, I've seen this in the store today.
Okay.
And I've never had this.
This is Frey Ranch Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Comes in at 90 proof. Aged a minimum of 5 years. The mash bill is 66.6% corn, 11.4% wheat, 10% rye, and 12% malted barley. Now this is, like you said, we can get this in Pennsylvania now.
Slowly. I just saw it in the only store. I was in a couple different stores today just browsing what they had, and I only saw it in one, which again was my first time seeing it. So
okay.
Yeah, it's just made its appearance in PA within the last few weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's good. Some diversification at the PLCB. That's good.
Yep.
What do you guys think? We'll dig into a little bit of the overview on Frey Ranch here.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
So the Frey Ranch Straight Bourbon Whiskey is a bold and authentic American whiskey crafted entirely on a 5th-generation farm. These guys are out of Nevada, in Fallon, to be exact. So this bottle is coming in at 90 proof, and the age is a minimum of 5 years on this. It is a 4-grain recipe that reflects the heart and the high desert with a rich grain-forward profile and exceptional balance. Every drop is grown, distilled, aged, and bottled on site, making Frey Ranch a standout in the world of truly sustainable grain-to-glass spirits, which is unique.
Yeah, I know other companies have labeled grain-to-glass on their bottles and stuff. Heaven Hill is one of them, which is fairly new.
Right.
But these guys, I believe, don't quote me on this one, but I believe these guys are true grain-to-glass.
Right. That's crazy. That's cool.
Other distilleries, while they own the land, it's not on site. It could be across the state line. Right. I know there's a couple of them like that do that.
Oh, this is all on the same piece of property.
All on site, 100% on site.
And
they have a very informative website. Like, for everybody listening in with us, check out their website because they give you a nice rundown of the history, the process, the agricultural side. As we all mentioned here of how they are, sustainable and do their everything from top to bottom. They do their own thing.
Yep. So the family, they've been farming in northern Nevada since 1854. Colby and Ashley Frey continue the legacy with a focus on regenerative agriculture and distilling excellence. They officially opened Frey Ranch Distillery, officially opened in 2014. Took years of planning to get to that. True farm distillery is what they're labeled as, like we were just saying. They're one of the rare American distilleries that grows 100% of its own grains used in whiskey production. So, again, that's good for them, It's good for everything, Nevada First, as one of the few Nevada distilleries producing a state-grown whiskey, Frey Ranch has become a symbol of agriculture, innovation, and craft spirit integrity. Yeah. The grains, as mentioned in the mash bill, corn, rye, wheat, and malted barley. Um, they it's matured at least 5 years in a number 3 charred new American oak barrel in Nevada's unique high desert climate. So that's something interesting.
Right.
Probably going to see a lot of that popping up in the future. You know, I mean, again, 2014. If I had to guess, there's some other distilleries out there that are, you know, been sitting on their barrels probably that are, maybe they're out there. I don't know.
Now that's interesting too because it does get really cold in the desert at night. So it's really hot in the daytime and then really cold. Yeah. So you have a very big fluctuation in temperatures.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is gonna have that contract and
they
out of the liquid inside. So
we've obviously never reviewed it, but I don't even know if you had it, Chris. John, you have, because you have some, I think. Still Austin, which is from Texas.
Texas, right.
Texas bourbon.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
You did have, you might have had it. That's right.
Yep.
So Texas bourbon is the same concept. It's funky, and
you
know, I don't know much about Still Austin. You know, we didn't really dig into them. But they're the same climate changes. Like they're 90. I think what I heard, they're 90 days above 90 or 100 degrees all the time.
Wow.
And then when the seasons change, they get pretty cold, like 40 degrees. So there's a huge fluctuation in those barrels too, which it's unique.
Yeah.
You know, Still Austin, the one I have, I don't cast strength one. I think I have.
Same one, yeah.
And it's unique. I can definitely, it stands out versus any Kentucky bourbon that I've ever had.
Right.
That's I feel like you're getting more of an age faster than you would somewhere else though. There because you're seeing that higher fluctuation faster.
You could, yeah, you could. Just like in our last episode, you know, it's not disclosing the notes that we have, but you know, the barrel entry proof, which was mentioned on the Wild Turkey 8 year.
Oh yeah.
You know, they go at 115. You can't go over 125. You can't put whiskey into the barrel at over 125. So some put it in lower, and the thought is that they put it in lower. It takes more of the wood sugars out faster, right. You know, so you get a better flavor. But they also think there's a sweet spot, which is I think 107. You put it in at 107, and it's like the perfect one. But to each their own, you know, they all do their own thing, which makes them unique. So.
Yeah.
But this one, like I said, Frey Ranch, they're 100% on site, so that's very, very cool.
Right, exactly.
You know, you don't typically see that in any business for that matter, really. Someone's always shipping something in from out of the state or out of the country or wherever. So, I'm going to do some nosing on this.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Very grainy. I mean, it's, I don't want to sound a little off when I mention it this way, but it just has a barnyard nose to it.
Oh, yeah. I can see where you're coming out with that.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting like the grain, earthiness, grainy. I'm getting a little bit. It comes and goes, you know. I'm reading our cheat sheets here. It comes and goes with a little bit of vanilla. It's faint.
Right, very faint.
I did on some of it get the stone fruit that they're mentioning, which is, you know, the cherry and all that stuff. I get a little sweetness from something, which I don't know if that's the barrel or the...
Might be that I get
like sweet oak.
A very heavy breadiness, like a doughiness. Yeah.
You stuck your head in the bread box.
Yeah, it's probably the grain.
Yeah. Yeah, on the first nose of this, it wasn't necessarily butterscotch, but like I had said, it was like grandma's candy jar. You know, or, you know, all the hard candies were in it. It was kind of like that.
Yeah, this is a unique nose compared to, especially the Wild Turkey. Yeah. The Wild Turkey was really sweet. 100% sweet, baking spice, you know, forward. This you get the grain. I don't think I've had many 4-grain whiskeys in general. Penelope has one, which I had.
Yeah, I've had the Lux Row, the double barreled. I think that's a 4-grain.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had that one. I have a Lux Row, but I don't think it's 4-grain. Maybe it is.
But it's definitely unique in its own. I mean, these guys, this is the only bottle that me personally I've had from these guys. They do have some other ones out there. Naturally, this just showed up in PA. within PA, you could order from these guys directly, which they have, some other offerings. So be curious, moving down the road to do,
I know some
acquire
YouTubers,
some of these other
some
ones.
YouTubers and other, social media people, influencers, whatever. They do picks. Frey Ranch is popular for their barrel pick program. We can get the funds together and I guess fly out to Nevada and pick our own barrel. But a lot of people give them props. Like, I don't think they're on the map, but they're not really super popular yet, and that could be because of distribution. We're just starting to see it here. They've been around since 2014, so, but did you guys give it a taste yet or no?
Oh, yeah. I'm in that one.
I've cheated.
Oh, yeah. Before we get into the taste, what was the price point?
Here in PA, right around $50.
Okay. So
I think
modest.
it was 47 today when I saw it.
Okay.
47 or 49.
yeah,
So
that's all right there.
Reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing crazy. I mean, nothing that's cheap, but, so far, pretty solid.
What are you guys getting on the palate?
Like I had kind of mentioned before, that if you were to walk into a bakery, the aromas that you would taste, not that you would smell, but that what you would think you would taste there in the air is like bread,
like sugary, confectioner sugar.
Yeah, like a
powdered sugar,
confectionery baked bread. That it's good. It's lingering too.
This reminds me a lot of Auntie Annie's pretzel.
Oh,
That sweet, doughy, bready.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I get the bready part.
yeah, like walking by it at the mall.
I'm getting
I
sweetness.
Catch that aroma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. The aroma for sure. Yeah,
Yep.
I get that one. I'm getting a sweetness. I couldn't tell you what it is. Like, it's not nothing that's jumping out at me. Like, it's not.
It's more like a grainy sweetness.
It is. The grain is there. The grain is definitely there. It's unique for what it is. It's not your typical Kentucky bourbon, for sure. Which obviously it's totally different, but I'm getting some sweetness. Even some sweetness on the nose again as I'm still messing around here. I kind of like it. I dig it.
Different in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a great finish too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Really does. Like, if you chew on that a little bit,
Right.
and then afterwards it's still there.
Nice
like
and balanced.
Yeah, very complex. Very, I would say not very complex, but at least there's a lot going on there. That's good. It stays around.
Yeah, it seems very one-dimensional, but like you said, Chris, it's got a lot going on within that realm.
Yeah. Like, there's more to pick out. I can't pick it out. I don't know what else I'm tasting there.
Yeah, I'm reading what we have, for the taste or palate. Layers of rich caramel, fresh baked bread, cinnamon, honey, and toasted oak.
Okay.
I get the bread part in terms of the grain,
Yeah.
I'm getting, I think, cinnamon. I think I taste the cinnamon.
There's definitely some cinnamon going on there,
which has been crazy because I haven't really been getting that, but I don't know. I've gotten it on the last few things that I've tried. Again, both being wild turkey, so that's not uncommon there.
Definitely getting a little bit of I don't want to say floral, but like a floral right on the palate up front. Then it kind of tapers off to that, grainy, bready sweetness to it.
Yeah.
The floral could be coming just from the grain too. Like isn't like malted barley or barley like floral, not flower floral, but you got that aroma. I don't know. Different. This is different. It's pretty good though.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's
definitely unique in its own way, which I'm assuming, I'm not a bourbon expert, but, they do their own unique thing,
Yeah.
from the agricultural side up, and you could definitely taste it in the product.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the definition of a true craft distillery. They're not mainstream, not a huge distillery or whatever. They're, they're crafted, and you can tell, I mean, they won awards, Whiskey Advocate, Forbes, the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. That's the biggest in the country.
Right.
The San Fran one, But Yeah, I like it. I mean, I definitely give it a thumbs up. It's the nose is for me. If you're doing, we're doing the whole thumbs up scale. On the nose, for me, it'd be like a sideways thumbs up.
Yeah.
I think I'm always typically looking for that sweetness there, and it doesn't have it, and it's green, and I totally understand it. But for me personally, it's a sideways thumbs up.
Yeah.
No, on a side note, do you like the wheated beers?
I do. I actually started drinking wheat beers when I first started getting into like all the crafts and stuff, and I loved them. I love the characteristics, like I felt like you can taste like a not drying like wine or like the tannins and these or whatever, but you could tell that it was a wheat beer, and I could tell that this is. If I did this blind, I could tell it's grained, like 4 grain. I would probably say it was a 4 grain of some sort. Couldn't tell you the percentages, but I could definitely tell the difference.
And again, the flavor to me is coming, so I can relate it back to now. I finally figured out the place, Cracker Barrel.
There you
if
go.
you walk into their gift shop and they have all those candies and all everything out there, it tastes like a Cracker Barrel gift shop. They're thinking about it, a little pondering out into the Obisque. That's what I.
Cracker Barrel. Walk in and
just
open
take a whiff. Open your mouth, take a whiff. That's what this is. This is giving off.
A Cracker Barrel in forever.
And specifically those stick candies, those stick. You
kind of have the
like
barber
the candy
pole.
cane kind of deals. Yeah, the barber pole little stick candy.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Like that. That's what I'm tasting. So. All right, so final takeaways. Jesse's a sideways thumb.
No, I'm a thumbs up overall. Overall, the nose is less desiring for me, but it's still good. It's unique.
Right.
You can't compare it. I can't compare it. I shouldn't be comparing. I should say.
We can't.
To what we typically drink.
Yeah. It's definitely a bottle where even if you're hesitant on pulling the trigger on it, you got to give it a try.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Like Jesse said, it's unique.
I'm interested in trying the other ones now. I mean, it's almost a must. I heard. I think we said it prior to starting our recording. The uncut, unfiltered one.
Right.
That got some steam. Amongst other people that do whiskey reviews and stuff.
And there's no proof punch to this.
No.
I mean, it's 90 proof, so I mean, to drink this, you're not.
No, you can. This is a sipper all day if you wanted to.
Yep.
If you like that uniqueness to it, it's.
I mean, it has 0 burn.
No, yeah.
I mean, there's not even, as I mentioned in our last episode, the Kentucky Tickle. I mean, you barely even.
There's nothing in this one.
Yeah, nothing at all.
I say a little bit of a spice, but when I say little, like very little spice, and that's just like a pepperiness.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's probably the rye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's can't complain.
Different, unique, and I gotta say, I'll give it the thumbs up. Like Jesse said, the nose may throw some guys a curveball.
Yeah.
But once you get past the nose, I mean, you get into the juice itself. It's pretty good. It's different and unique and tasty.
Yeah. Same with you. I'm thumbs up. But it's got to go in its own category for me at this point. You can't compare it to Kentucky. You can't.
Right.
Because they're obviously growing it on site. It's got the wheat in it, and it's aged completely differently with the heat and the cold there.
You said when you said category, maybe for us in the future, get some more 4 grains and see what we think.
Right.
Then we have something to base this one off of.
Yeah, because at this point, I don't think we have anything to compare it to.
No, you have one. You have the Penelope 4 grain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yes.
Is that the red labeled one?
The red labeled one.
Barrel strength. Yeah.
Yes, we could compare it to that one day.
And it would be cool also, since Frey Ranch does their own thing, the Starlight Distillery Huberts. Be interesting to maybe feature an episode, with some of their stuff.
Are they 4 grain?
Yeah, they're out of Indiana. I don't know the exact grain, but out of Indiana, and I believe that they are pretty much self-sustainable too.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, in terms of that, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I think I've only had a rye from them.
Okay.
Rye and a brown label.
Yeah, I have a sherry and a honey barrel finish from
maybe,
those guys.
Definitely the rye. I remember having the rye. That was a 95.5 though, and that was a face melter.
Yeah. Got a little heat to it.
Yeah, it's got a little heat from what I recall.
Well, overall, seems like thumbs up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, with that being said, don't forget, like and subscribe. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and Did I say Spotify?
I don't know. You said it again. If not,
If not, whichever. I'm Chris,
I'm Jesse.
And Johnny here.
and we'll catch you with the cork out.